Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope you had a great holiday with your family and friends. We were not able to actually go back home, unfortunately. However, we had a little get together at the campground here that we're staying at, which was really nice. We met some really cool people, probably some new friends, traveling friends. So we're pretty excited about that. I will actually link in the description to their Instagram because they do have an Instagram where you can follow their journey as well.
Alright, working on a 2019 Flying Cloud Airstream. So here's what we got. So this is under the dinette. Remove the cushions, remove the two panels. There was a subwoofer. It was right here, facing this way. We took it loose, moved it vertical, do batteries on edge. I can get two on that side and then another two right there in that space under the table, and then all my wiring can run in this chase straight towards the wall where the refrigerator and television are. Down here we have the electrical panel. There we go. Okay, and then under there's their existing converter right there, and then it's just a big open space. So in here I'm going to set their Multiplus up, and then it'll be directly behind the electrical panel, and there's air space going that way, small airspace going that way, and then below the electrical panel it's mounted at about this high so that there's plenty of room underneath for air to flow. That was already a thing that Airstream had done. And then the cover for the electrical panel, it has vents that, as you can see, right through them.
Upon further investigation, I pulled a lot of drawers out that were beside the fridge. Instead of having the batteries underneath the U-shaped dinette, there was plenty of room behind all of the drawers to put an entire battery rack. So some prep had to be done. I had to go in and kind of strap everything down to get all of the wiring below 1.5 inches, and then I was going to build a platform for the batteries to sit on. You know, I restructured things, and then I began putting in the platform, super quick of course, because that's how I roll. So in this part I'm just building up the floor to get it above the height of all the wiring, laying in my straps so that I can strap everything down. The batteries on the very top of this platform are going to be just held in by straps because there wasn't enough room to get basically a cage. So this is me building the platform so that they wouldn't be riding on top of each other, because they're just past the axle. And you know me, speedy work, super meticulous but speedy. So once I get the platform built, I get it all screwed down into all the elevated blocks. Once all this is done, I start sliding the batteries in, get everything, all the cables bolted in. It took about a little over a day, maybe a day and a half, to get all of this part completed, because I had to sit there and forethink, like, once I put this battery in, you know, to wire it right, I had to make sure that I already had all the cables already prepped and made, and then once I put, the next piece in, do I have everything sitting there ready to go so that I can do the next step. So just getting the strapping done, and then go with the top. It was so tight in there that I had to hand screw in all of the screws that were holding the top plate in. And then once I got onto the top set of batteries, there's only about 1.5 to 2 inches on top for my hands to reach in. And if you see in the video, the drawer slides are underneath drawer slides, so they're sticking into my working space. The bottom of my arms were very cut up. It's kind of the finished product with everything strapped into place, completely unseen, out of the way. The batteries don't really need any maintenance because they're completely sealed. There's plenty of ventilation in there, in that area. All of the little chambers there are linked all the way from the dinette all the way to the back of the RV under the bed. So there should be more than enough air being pushed around to not have to worry about having them vented because of generating heat or whatever. Okay, the first picture is redoing the ground. I wasn't happy with the size of the grounding that was being done under the rear wheel, so I redid it and did it with a 2-gauge wire coming up into the system. And then once I got into the front bay, I did the same thing up there because the MPPT is under the bed in that front cubby, as you can see me fitting into perfectly. One of my finest moments. I had redo some wiring up under the front end with the MPPT. It wasn't connected to the back for whatever reason. It turns out that I had chosen one of the wires was wrong, so I had to switch it out. And there was enough slack to make it happen without having to I'm just mesmerized by my feet whenever I pull.
Yes, he told me to come over and video. Did I want to come and video this? Because yes, it is a sight for.
It's a sight.
Yeah.
So once I had the proper wire in place, and I didn't have to run very much wire at all in the Airstream. I was able to use a lot of existing wire to make it work. One of my goals is to not take up your space. I try to use existing pockets that the manufacturer didn't. By doing this, a lot of times you will you won't even know that you have a system installed in your RV other than maybe seeing the shutoffs or seeing the solar on the roof. This particular Airstream also had 2 easy starts on both AC units, and I added 4 Renogy Eclipse panels on the roof. They had 2 existing ZAMP panels, and the wire coming in from the roof normally is like a 10 gauge or a 12 gauge, but this one actually had 8 gauge, so I was able to get by with the 600 watts of solar coming in with only using the existing wire. I didn't have to run anything new to have that much power coming in off the roof.
Thanks for joining us again on another awesome install by Mike, and if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. Thank you for we actually just reached over 100 subscribers, so thank you for that.
Definitely.
And if you are looking for services, whether it be, you know, just for him to be able to automate your system, and or if you want a full system, then please feel free to contact us. All of our contact information will be in the description of each video. And we will be releasing a video every Friday at 3 p.m. Central Time.
Smash the like button.
And click the little bell for notifications of new videos when we release those. And just stay tuned for next week.
We appreciate your support.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
I will. I think everybody can see it. It's okay. Okay. Ready?
Yeah. Oh, do I start with that?
Nope. We're gonna go.
Okay, ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Oh, that's weird. There's a lag in it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to cut that out.
Yeah. Okay, you wanna do it again?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay.